that in the right way, because they don't incorporate that into the way they think about the world. And so when bad things happen to prideful people, it's usually devastating. It's usually destructive. You think about 2008, 2009, I was going to school in college with, I think I was at Sam Houston State. I was in graduate school at that time, and I was studying with someone whose dad committed suicide during the 2008, 2009 financial crisis, because his whole world, he lost his job, his whole world fell apart, and that was just too much for him to handle, apparently. And unfortunately, very sad, very tragically, he took his life. And and you say, how could someone, obviously he was a very successful person. If he had, if this had the impact that it had on him, whereas, losing things, I don't think you are affected by, economic recessions or anything like that if you don't have much to lose. And so I'm assuming that he had a lot, he was successful, but yet when chaos, uncertainty, unknown happened, tragically, it seems like that was, that was to his demise. And that's very sad. And so you ask, well, how does that happen? But it's because, like I said, they don't really account for the idea that of all these unknowns, of all these things. And so they have this grandiose view of themselves. And like Proverbs 16:18 says, pride goes before destruction. So what is coming next is the fall, because even Ray Dalio talks about these archetypes of business and the economy. And we do have these archetypes, these patterns. We have boom, we have bust, we have boom, we have bust. When the economy grows, businesses grow. Everyone does well. And so again, that's another reason not to get all puffed up about that, because, well, everyone's doing well, the economy's doing well, but it's when things go bad, how do you handle that? So when you're a humble person, see, you realize that there are things, that there are seasons, and there are things and there are variables that you don't know. You have no idea. The definition of the unknown is that you don't know, and you can't know and can't conceive what are these things, what are these variables, but they're out there. They're out there. They're right out there. You walk out that door, they are there. They may not affect you every day, but they're there. I broke my Easter morning, my dishwasher broke. That was not in my plan. Now, that's a small thing, but that wasn't in my plan. I woke up that day, didn't know that was going to happen, and it could have thrown my whole day off. But I've already account for this, because again, this is a game, and I'm going to draw a chance card every now and then. There's no reason to get all crazy about it or to throw the game away. We just have to adjust, reorient, be strategic. And so look, when you begin ending on this, so we talked about what